Hello, America. It's time to check the nonsense at the door, clear the cobwebs between your ears, and have a rational-ish conversation. This is the lost art of common sense.
That's right, America. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Josh.
And I'm Matt the Cherub.
And this is the lost art of common sense. And this week we have a special guest. We have Mike Gatto, former assembly person from California.
God,
Mike?
you are politically correct. You can say assemblyman because I am a man. And for people who don't know, for people who come from most states who don't call it assemblyman, we are just the House of Representatives for the state. So I was in the California House of Representatives. That's what some other states call it.
Was it 4 terms?
4 terms, yes.
Yep. So
Kevin did his pre-stalking.
Yeah. So when'd you get into politics? How long ago was that?
Gosh, I got into politics when I was 17. I started volunteering for different campaigns of people that I supported, people who I thought were good. And I'll tell you that I don't know. I mean, I was in the private sector and I went into politics and back and forth, but I can tell you like a perspective that people don't typically think of is that when I was a staffer, like I grew up lower middle class, and my dad was a teacher, my grandfather was a coal miner, and I didn't meet the type of people that are like powerful or interesting or even educated for much of my life. But when I got into politics, even at a staff level, you meet so many interesting dynamic people that I highly, for any of your listeners who are 25 and under, like I highly recommend interning, just getting involved in some way, volunteering, because you meet so many cool people.
That's cool.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Can I ask you what you enjoyed about politics and what frustrated you about politics, about being a assemblyman?
Okay, so
rep.
what I enjoyed, I can express very succinctly. What I disliked, I think would take up the whole show. So what I enjoyed, California is a very dynamic state legislatively. Now, this is both a feature and a bug, right? What I mean is that in Congress, there will be like 3 bills in the course of a year, right? It'll be like, the big, beautiful bill, and that'll like take months and months and months, and then there'll be something else. California votes on something like 2,500 laws a year. But it's too much. But what it means is that I could have a thought in the shower in January, and it could be essentially the law of the land by August. Somebody could come up to me at the grocery store in February and say, you know what, there ought to be a law. Like my dog was lost and he had a tag and, the person didn't return him, and that should be a misdemeanor. There ought to be a law, right? I liked having my hands on the wheel. I liked having a say in what affected the 500,000 people I represented and the 40 million people in the state of California. What I didn't like,
Let's
like
just
I
go to
said,
the big parts, not every say.
yeah, I mean, seriously, like there's a lot that I didn't like. Let's put it that way.
The soap in the bathroom dried out my hands. I just couldn't stand it.
I'm triggered. It was terrible.
But I mean, like passing that many laws and stuff, doesn't it get confusing for the citizen to where you don't know what's what anymore? I mean, that seems crazy. That seems almost over-regulated, over too much almost,
It is batshit crazy how many laws California passes every year. I had in law school, I went to night law school, and I had a professor who flew in from Georgetown to teach a couple classes. And he was a very, very old professor. And he got up at the beginning of the semester and he held a book about as thick as the book on that side of me. And he said, class, when I started practicing law, here is the sum total of California's codes, California's statutes. And he said, now, when you walk into those law firms or you see them in the movies and there's like the wall of like all the books, he's like, those are California's statutes now. And he's right. The law is so complicated. And there's so much of it. And California is a bill factory, and it is, it makes us be nimble, right? We can change stuff fast. We can regulate AI much quicker than Congress, but there's too many laws. And by the way, you can't tell me that there are 2,500 good ideas. In a given year.
No.
You're lucky to have 5 good ideas in it.
I'm lucky to have one a year.
Yeah, right.
Do they ever go through and like audit? I'm assuming they don't,
No.
but like audit all these bills and laws on the book to see how many are redundant and how many are like, when you hear about those towns where you can't like walk a frog on the 6th Thursday of the 13th.
Sure.
Well,
I mean, I guess the answer is yes and no, but like, yes, there are various mechanisms. There's a group in the legislature that's chaptering out. They're called chaptering out, where they compare things for redundancy. There's a California Law Revision Commission where they do look for these things. But that being said, there's really no effect. And you talk about the towns where like the frog, you can't hop the frog or whatever. California is so complicated that it's not just our laws, that our statutes that are really verbose, but our constitution. California's state constitution, like, the federal constitution has been amended 27 times in like our nation's history. And it's got things like free speech and like the right to defend yourself and like right to be free of search and seizures, like big concepts. California's constitution has been amended, I want to say 400 and something times. And we have in our constitution things like what type of net you can use when rock fishing off the coast of Santa Barbara. Right. And this is in the Constitution. This is not a statute. This is in our Constitution. So it's like free speech in the federal Constitution and then like rock fishing on the coast of Santa Barbara. It's really silly if you think about it.
Well, yeah. They say that in like countries that adopt a constitution and constantly change it all the time, then it's not really
there's no constitution. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not really a constitution. It's just a piece of paper that people add whatever they want to.
Correct.
It almost seems like it's too easy to amend the state constitution.
Correct. It absolutely is.
So it'd be nice if they change that. I had a quick question for you, just because we're going to end up doing an episode on this at some point. But it seems to me, and this is, I don't know, I live in Texas, so I just noticed, saw a couple clips from city council meetings, and you hear about the stuff going on in the state and the federal. It doesn't seem like anybody who runs for office nowadays and is in a representative position takes their job seriously anymore. Like they act like it, but it's like, it doesn't seem like there's serious people in government anymore.
Yeah. So
on both sides, like this isn't like just blanket it seems like becoming a politician is a joke.
Yeah. So I have 2 thoughts on that. And the first one is James Carville said towards I want to say Clinton presidency, so that era, it was starting to become true then. He said politics is acting for ugly people, right? And he's right? There's a lot of people. I taught a poli-sci class at one of Southern California's elite universities. My students would always ask me this question. And I would say, look, roughly a third of people got into politics for the right reasons, and their hearts have stayed pure. Roughly a third got in for the right reasons, but they've been seduced to the dark side. And roughly a third are just the worst mother effing people you'll ever meet in your life. And they got in politics for the wrong reasons and they've stayed bad. But if you notice, that means 2/3 at any given time are in for the wrong reasons and are doing bad stuff. And it seems like that third is getting less and less. But I'll tell you why I to some degree, they say you get the government you deserve. We have accepted where
there you
Nope, you're back. We lost your mic. Your microphone's out.
It's a fancy new mic.
Technology, man.
Don't feel bad. I think we've had an issue with every guest we've had on.
Pretty much.
I don't know how
Tell me.
For a second there we could. Let's try again. Say something.
Can you hear me now?
Nope.
Yes.
Yeah, it's coming through.
Yeah, you're coming through.
Not as clear as it
good.
was. It's
Good,
kind of
good.
jarbly, but
Well, that's not good. That almost makes me think it's going
Now you're
through
good.
my through the rest.
That's
Okay.
what it sounds
So-
like. It's going through your computer.
Well, that's not good. Well, I'll keep talking and then I'll see if I can get this right. But the the fact of the matter is that, when you have that many people who are doing things for the wrong reasons, you have to ask, what is the public's role in it? What is the voters' role in it? And I'll tell you the voters' role from the Democratic perspective. Okay, the Democratic voter has made the mistake of the one criteria they want in an elected official is sticking it to Donald Trump. They don't want competence. They don't want ideas. They don't want success in life. They just want somebody who can tweet back at Donald Trump. And when you're setting the bar that low, you're going to get buffoons in office. And that's where we are in modern America right now.
Yeah, we always kind of chalk it up to, like, especially these lifelong politicians where everybody can't stand Congress or the Senate, or nobody votes in their local elections. Like, our turnout here it's like maybe 11% of the population votes for local politics, but it's my guy. They're all bad except for my guy. It's like, well, obviously, if they're all messed up, I mean, maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I didn't even know who my congressman was because I had to look him up. Because he doesn't make waves. I mean, he votes the way I want him to vote, but so I guess he's more serious. But it's just like, that's the thing. Everybody, like, nobody seems educates themselves on who's running, so they just vote. Well, I know that name, boop, and they just keep voting them. Or I don't know. We definitely do get what we vote for. Like you were saying, these people are elected. They didn't just walk in and become representatives. And I don't think people realize. And maybe they're on board with it, but it doesn't matter if it's Republican, Democrat. If you have someone in any type of politically elected position and they're coming off ignorant, I just assume that everyone who voted for that person, because they're their representative, I don't feel like they always say, "Oh, we're leaders." No, you're not leaders. You're supposed to be the voice for the people in your district. That's all you are. You represent your district. There's one leader in the government. That's it. Now there's leaders for the Senate, leaders for the Congress that lead those bodies, but it's like your representatives. And these people go on there. I'm like, you're making all the people who voted for you look kind of dumb.
Yeah, that is definitely the case.
So I just wish people would, and I had to run it that here because, like, when I went to a local election, they don't do any type of party affiliation or anything like that. And I knew my insurance guy, so I voted for him. It's like, well, I know Don. There you go, Don.
That's better than the alternative, though. Right?
But it's just, people just don't pay attention to elections. It seems like, well, I'm a news junkie. I think Kevin is too, so stay somewhat informed. But it just, people either don't vote or they just vote for the name they know and don't actually know what they're standing for. So yeah, I just wanted to get your take on that, because it just does seem like government from local all the way up to federal just seems like it's more and more every year becoming more of a joke. And it's like, these are the people that are making decisions that affect our lives.
Yeah, and you really get concerned because if there's ever a crisis again, like a true crisis, a depression, a world war, these are the people who are there to lead and or to lead us or to lead the government or whatever you want to say. And it is a little bit disconcerting because we have not had competence as a metric for so long.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're running along in spite of everything, but you can only do that for so long. That's what's kind of scary about it.
Precisely.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin, I'll let you get back at it.
Run your show.
Yeah.
I have a tendency to take over everyone's show.
Yes.
So, I mean,
We
you
take
are
running the show.
You are a Democrat, right? Obviously.
Yes.
Who do you think the nominee will be in 2028? That's because I have no idea. I'm looking at this field. I'm like, I just don't see somebody that stands out, or, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
plenty of people that stand out.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I just
That's
don't
the
think
wrong
there's
way.
anybody that's a true leader out there that I can see.
Yeah. So, I mean, 6 months in politics is a lifetime. 2028 is so far.
Yeah.
What I remind people is at this time before the Barack Obama presidency, Barack Obama was still a state senator. He was like a state rep like me. He hadn't even run for the U.S. Senate yet. I think if my timing is right, and he just emerged, right? He became this very hot sensation overnight. There could be a candidate who's yet to run for lieutenant governor in Iowa, who is going to run in 2026 in one of the swing states for some position and will immediately capture the national news media and the national attention, and that could be our nominee in 2028. I mean, it to me, it's entirely possible, especially the way that the modern Democratic Party functions, where it seems like we go for personalities, and you look at how fast AOC rose and things like that, and it's entirely possible that we haven't even heard the name of the likely 2028 nominee yet.
I guess, I mean, do you think it's going to be the catchy person, or like, do you think it's going to be an actual leader, like the soundbite person? Or, I mean, it seems like soundbite people seem to somehow rise up, and maybe they're not qualified or whatever, maybe for their job, but they're quippy, and they're got the little catchphrases and stuff like that. That's more how they get in power anymore than actual policy anymore.
So I'll tell you that among Democrats, the question is slightly different from what you just asked. It's like, will it be somebody like the guy running in New York, this Mandami fellow? Will it be like somebody from the AOC wing of the party? Is that where the party's going? Or will it be sort of a throwback, somebody who has a greater electoral chance in the swing states? I personally hope it's this one. I hope it's somebody who's, relatively normal and not a communist.
Well, that'd be nice. Yeah.
Good. Pretty good. Yeah.
Very low bar, right?
Yeah. Let's just not go to communism, and that's pretty much. I'll be happy.
I got this great idea. Let's not nominate a communist, right? It's like, but it's so hard to know. I mean, it seems like voters, all they want right now is authenticity, right? You look at the candidates in 2016 who really sparked movements. It was Bernie Sanders. It wasn't Hillary. It was Bernie.
Yeah.
It was Donald Trump. And they were very different, but what they had in common is they were authentic. Like you could trust that most of what they were saying was true. People's trust in government is very low. It was like JFK assassination, Watergate, Vietnam, all the other stuff, right? That where our trust in government has just gone lower and lower and lower. But Bernie and Donald Trump, they said what's on their minds, and so voters felt like they trusted them. Yet their politics are so different, right? So you could imagine a scenario where the Democratic nominee is somebody like that, but who knows when it comes to where they will be on the political spectrum.
Well, let me give you your take on that. Being mentioned Bernie Sanders, do you think the Democrat Party basically railroaded him? Sure. Because it sure seemed like he had a lot of momentum. Then all of a sudden, certain people decide nope.
Yeah, but Bernie. I mean, look, I don't know. Like, do you cast that? Will history cast that as here were some heroic sort of people who paid attention to what the majority feels and majority wanted, who stopped somebody from getting elected or from getting nominated, who had some pretty extreme positions? Were they heroes? Or was it a bunch of, inside the Beltway swamp creatures who stopped, an upstart candidate who really had the backing from various people? Are they villains, right? I don't know. Like, I mean, I tend to think that they were not awful people. They were people voting for what they thought was best for the country. Now, I'm not saying that Hillary was a great candidate.
Yeah.
But it's just, the whole thing is fascinating.
Yeah.
Josh,
when you have the term Clinton attached to your name, it's definitely not a good thing. Well, and it seems like one of the biggest problems that I guess it seems like with the Democrat Party, from just our perspective, we lean right, kind of libertarian, conservative. But it seems like the people that control the purse strings, they're the ones who stop the authentic candidates. Because, like, back in the day, there was obviously some turmoil with Bush and Gore and stuff like that. But it used to be like, yeah, you had a Democrat or Republican running, and if your guy didn't win, then it's like, oh, that stinks. But, whatever. And another reason why I think we should get rid of this executive order stuff. I don't care who's doing it. They need to get rid of that, because when you have like go from Trump to Biden to Trump, or even Obama, Trump, Biden, Trump, the executive orders cause such a huge swing
Yeah.
that it I think it creates a destable thing. But it seems like if whoever is the power be who controls the money on the DNC side, if they don't want that person, they just so unless you got a real good grassroots, funding campaign, it doesn't matter. You're just not going to make it. And it seems like, and it's sad because like I said, back in the day, yeah, both parties wanted the best for America. And it seems like right now, I'm sure they think they want the best, but the far left that is, you know, the loudest thing you hear on TV and social media and everything, that's not going to lead us down a good path. But it seems like they're the ones who are getting all the attention and they're the ones that are controlling everything.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to unpack there, and it's also possible that the extremists of both party are what is more newsworthy, and it's what the other party wants covered, right? And obviously, if for Democrats who hate Donald Trump, they want the most extreme things that he says or members of his cabinet said to be what's focused on. They don't want the boring policies to be covered, tax policy and things like that. I think the same applies to the Democratic Party. But that being said, we are in a world right now where 40% of the country is one way and 40% is the other. And actually, I think it's more like 45. And there's a tiny, tiny window or tiny group of swing voters. And, people seem like they want their side right or wrong. And that to me that's the most heartbreaking thing in the last 10 years in politics in the United States is, it just doesn't seem like there's much fair play or gallantry or any type of admission like, you're right. My side is wrong there. Right. And so that's why I try to do it whenever I can, because I try to model that behavior because that's what I want to see in other people.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I agree totally 100%. I mean, if somebody does on either side, or like I'm a Republican, I guess. I'm more independent. I don't know if I'm independent, but more libertarian, I guess, than Republican, because I believe the Republican Party is weak. But I mean,
we just can't stand politicians on the show.
yeah, basically, yeah. But I mean,
You're pretty cool so far, though.
yeah. So far, no.
So far.
But I mean, you should have if the side you voted for does something dumb, you should call them out on it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I mean, they're not celebrities. They're not, whatever. They can screw up just as much as anybody else, and they should know when they do. And their base should tell them when they do.
Totally agree.
And it's frustrating that no matter what, we got to follow the playbook. We got to follow them no matter what dumbass thing they say or do. Nope, this is why they're right for it. Like, they can be wrong. And it's a, like you said, it's a sad state of affairs where we're at right now. And I hope we get away from that. I hope we hold politicians accountable, because if we don't, they're going to continue thinking they're celebrities and they can do whatever the hell they want.
Precisely.
So,
yeah, it seems like we've fallen into. I think it kind of started around I don't know if it started under Obama or it was like trailed off into the 2016 election, but this country has definitely delved into tribalism on both sides in multi factions. And that's literally how England controlled as much of the world as they did, by fracturing countries into separate tribes. So you can't unify as a country. And we really need to get away from that.
Josh, that is the most important point that I wish more people would know, and I wish would be talked about more. When people read history from about 10 years ago, they'll, talking about like Tunisia or something, they'll say, oh man, the Arab Spring, that was really cool. Like the CIA went in there and, we fomented these two factions or three factions. And, before you knew it, there was riots in the streets and the factions were going at each other and the country was destabilized and we knocked out the leadership and we plunged the country into chaos. And that was our intelligence agency's goal. And I always stop people and well, don't you think other intelligence agencies are doing that to the United States? I mean, I think when people ask me what's a conspiracy theory that will prove to be true, I say two things. I say, first of all, that some of the drug supply, not all of it, is being sent to our country not by cartels with a profit motive, but by foreign intelligence that wants to take out a percentage, 3 to 10% of fighting age men. They want to make them homeless, dumb, useless for the rest of their life. That hurts economic productivity and it hurts the ability to be, war fighting ready. The second conspiracy theory that I think will turn out to be true is that I do think that foreign intelligence does contribute to the funding, the online activity of the divisiveness in our country, and I think they relish in it because you almost wonder, like, if Pearl Harbor happened today, would 45% of the country being like, wow, let's open up an investigation into the president to see if he was ready for Pearl Harbor, and would the other side be like, well, that president wants to go to war, so I'm not this president, so I'm not in his camp, so I don't want, it's like, you wonder, could the United States today be as effective? Could we come together to fight a true external enemy? And I think the answer has got to be not as much as in the past. And that is very harmful to this country.
I actually agree with that. Yeah, I don't think I think when bad stuff happens, when there's a big impact like that, I think we do come together a bit. But to your point, I don't think it would be as much as it was back in Pearl Harbor or even 9/11. Everybody kind of came together for a while and everybody was united. And then after a few years, and they're like, okay, then some of the conspiracy theories kind of came out, and then some other stuff that Bush was saying that wasn't true kind of came out, and then it kind of got divided a little bit there. But
no, great point. I mean, 9/11 was the last time I remember our country being really unified. But here's a couple things that worry me like crazy. Okay, number one, I'll give an example on both sides. Number one, my city, Los Angeles, burned in January of this year. I mean, it was a big tragedy. I mean, I can't tell you how many people I know who lost their homes, and my law partner. I mean, he's still not back at his house, and there was no unity after the fires. Nothing. Nobody on the Democratic side said our Democratic leaders failed. Nobody on the Republican side said, gee, let's have some sympathy. Like, it just seems like there was no unity. These were fires that a lot of people burned, a lot of houses burned, everything like that. The second example I'll give is Donald Trump was almost assassinated. I mean, he came this close to having the fate of Charlie Kirk. And I didn't see too many people on the Democratic side say, you know what, this man is a father. He's a grandfather. He's a human. Political violence has no, I mean, it just, you would think the country would have come together, if even for a couple days, in the wake of those things.
Right.
But I didn't see it. And that's what worries me, right? It's like, if we had a Pearl Harbor, if we had a 9/11, something like that, if we had a depression or a big recession, which I think is on the way, will we come together, or will we just use it as an opportunity to lay blame? And that's kind of heartbreaking if you think it's a second.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And I think a lot of it has to do with the growth of social media and these influencers that go on there. They know if they say something that's dumb or they know is wrong, if they say it and they act like they believe it, then everybody's going to give them more clicks and more clicks, but they're just going to spread stupidity and evil and whatever else. Yeah, I don't know.
So I have time for one more question. I can't believe how fast.
I know 30 minutes does not take long, really.
I guess it's okay.
I mean, I don't. Let's not have a ask a question. I just want to make sure. Where can people follow you? You were a great guest, so I want to thank you. If you ever want to be back on, please do. We have so many more questions. We can get to so many more subjects. I like how I just like talking to you. So I hope we do have you back on. But let everybody know where they can find you. I know you do have a book out, so shamelessly plug your book.
No need for that. So folks can find me on Twitter at Mike Gatto or X at Mike Gatto. You just have to remember my name is spelled Gatto. And I'm also online at MikeGatto.com. It's an old political page. But if you have an opinion, shoot me an email. The email still works, and I promise I will answer it.
Okay. Well, Mike, thank you so much for being a guest. Like I said, you were awesome. I really do hope you're back on sometime.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Yep, you too.
All right. Thanks. Have a good one.
Thanks.
You too. That's I hate when I do that shit.
What?
When I say you two, like enjoy
You
the rest of the
too.
show.
You enjoy
too,
the
I hope
rest
you
of
watch
your
it.
show. Oh, that was a nice conversation.
Yeah, he
That was
was
good. Yeah.
Well,
he was it's hard to find a moderate Democrat sometimes.
Well, that's just it. He was a normal Democrat.
He was a normal person, which
Yeah.
I didn't know really anything about him, so I didn't know how far left he
Well,
was.
that's the thing too. It's hard to like get someone, hey, explain all the crazy ass shit going on in your party. I'm holding you responsible. You know, it's like
It's like,
he seemed pretty level headed.
Yeah, when he very much called my Mondani a communist, I was like, oh.
Well, no, I mean, I think that's a problem. I think there's a lot of Democrats out there that are just attached to the Democrat Party and their party left them and they're trying to figure out what the hell.
who they are.
Yeah, I really do hope he comes back. He's somebody on the I wouldn't say opposite. I mean, I think he's it's closer to us than a lot of Democrats, but to see a more moderate Democrat take on things, I would have liked to have asked him more stuff.
Yes, but we are more than happy to have the crazy ass far left Democrats on here as well.
Okay,
Yeah,
And we
they're
will be
civil-
respectful.
as long as they're civil, we'll be civil.
Yes, probably. There's a chance.
Probably-
Jasmine Crockett, please come on our
Yeah.
show.
Oh
we
man,
should
I would
be-
love to have Jasmine.
that'll be
We
a
Crockett.
should
fun
have
time.
said, yeah, that's
That'll
what
be a great time.
I guarantee you she's not going to go on a podcast from three.
Oh yeah, and by the way,
White
Ted
guys
Cruz
from-
still hasn't got back to me, so I may not vote for him next election.
I
okay?
wouldn't. He's a
Actions
person-
have consequences, bub.
Yeah, he
Come
just
on,
lost
Dad.
one vote.
God damn.
I'm not going to put Chuck Grassley on here because
We need to do.
I just think
quick,
I'd hate for him to
no.
stroke out on the camera.
Yeah, no.
Oh, what do you
Who came
mean
to
you're
the-
asking me questions?
What is this box with the pictures?
He
we
came
gotta
to
do
my
a-
work one time and it was just it was a call center and they got everybody off the phones to meet with him and do like publicity and listen to him talk, and half of us are just like, the heck is he talking about?
Well, look at you, young man. Would you like some hard candy? Vote for Grassley.
Like, why are we
Just canning you Werther's original off his pocket.
Yeah.
Good
Oh,
Lord.
he's ever gonna
Grassley.
he's ever gonna do it.
It's
So it's a
just
quick
warm.
plug for Pastor Jackson Lahmeyer's book,
Oh, yep. yep.
Chasing After the Wind.
Yep. So hopefully he'll be a guest soon as well, or sometime.
That'd be nice if he comes back. I seriously doubt we're gonna get him back on, but it would be.
It would be awesome. He
Did
was
I
a
not
pretty
do the
cool
10
guy.
second back?
Blow up his
I guess not.
blow up
I
his
don't
DMs.
think we've had a
Do
bad
it.
guest.
No, we haven't. I was just when you have a guest on that has to leave early because they're having dinner with Eric Trump, it's like, is he going to be back on or is he going to fire his publicist? I'm just saying.
Yeah, probably not for a few years if we ever get more than 50 followers or whatever.
That was another one too that would have been nice to go longer.
Yeah.
Because I got to talk to Mike for a while, just discussing.
Oh
stuff.
yeah, I just wanted to pick his brain. Especially I wanted to bring up the subversion stuff like you sent me.
Yeah, because he was. I mean, that's what he was talking about. I don't
But
know who's
then-
doing it, but
Then Matt kept asking questions.
yeah, Matt, you've been
No.
ruined it. How dare you talk?
for 25
Damn
minutes.
We
I didn't
we
talk
add you to a
25
logo
minutes,
and you just
then
try
I-
to take over the show.
Yep, yep.
Eventually, it's just going to be the Matt show, and we're just going to be his two lackeys.
Mm-hmm. That's why I came on.
Your weekly updates with the cherub.
Well,
I got my emotional support beer here.
Do we go
With your-
right to happenings of the week or we go to winners and losers?
Oh, winners and losers.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on now.
You guys got some.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to run
I
that
got a loser.
as soon as I.
You're what?
There we go. Wait. Oh,
In my book, you're a winner too. I think you're a loser.
you are a loser. Everybody knows it.
Oh, you know what?
How you get your
Josh?
happenings? You didn't even put happenings down.
Nah, but I got
You
some.
didn't put anything down.
You're horrible.
I didn't know how long he's going to be on. Sometimes we just don't have time, so I just didn't put anything. But I got a
Well,
bunch of them.
Way to be
Josh, as always, we start with negative. Let's start with your loser.
Every Democrat that went around with posters, signs, and protests and all this crap saying we need a ceasefire in the Israel-Gaza war and hasn't said a peep since they got their ceasefire.
Yeah.
AOC, the squad, all of them. They did
It's
all
weird
these
how fast
protesting,
they get quiet.
and they're like this. I'm like, all right, we got what you want. Yeah.
Well, that's because like Mike was saying, they're not gonna. They can't say, "Hey, good job." They're not gonna do it, and it's sad. Sad.
You can just tell their words don't mean shit.
Yep.
So yeah, they're my losers.
Nice.
It is nice, Matt.
That was very nice.
Losers.
Losers there. My turn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. My loser is the mayor of Chicago, Illinois, because he is a dipshit.
He's like, I just saw the clip he sent me, and there's just like,
I'm kind of retarded
about him.
Yeah, I get that.
He
vibe
looks
every time I
lost.
see him.
Is he your loser because of what he was saying? Tell everybody what he was saying.
Well, he was saying that the Republicans want another civil war, and which is not even close to the truth. And we want to start a civil war, and we're gonna start the I don't. He said something.
It's basically because Donald Trump is sending troops there that somehow that's saying we want a civil war when all he's trying to do is protect the ICE agents. That one, they boxed the ICE agents in, like they drove it, like 10 cars surrounded ICE agent vehicle, and they boxed them in. So
well, then this other lady who goes on to her Twitter or something, she goes on somewhere and say, "Hey, there's some ICE agents. Let's kill all these motherfuckers." And she said that online.
Yep. There's one that ran into an ICE agent's car.
That was her. That was her. So she takes her van or SUV and rams the crap out of an ICE vehicle.
Disabled it.
Yeah, it was just stupid. And this guy's calling the Republicans, saying they want a civil war, and he is calling for his cops to stand down and not go in this area. There was dispatch recording of the dispatcher saying, "Yeah, we can't help you. We can't do anything." And then this idiot gets asked about it, and he says, "Oh, we'll answer any 911 call. Our police officers are so brave, they'll answer any 911 call, except for if it's near a nice person."
No, Matt.
He didn't say that part.
This is fake news, okay? They will answer any 911 call. They may or may not dispatch anybody due to the call.
Answer the phone. We'll answer the phone.
Oh, we're busy. Sorry.
We're not going. We're not.
But just so you know, if you could check the "I did answer" box in the survey after the call, that'd be nice.
There will be a 5-minute survey after the call.
Sorry, you're gonna have to go fuck yourself. But there's a short survey after the call.
If you can give me 5s all the way through, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Hope you have a safe evening.
I tell you one thing. The people that elected him are also losers. That guy, I mean, if he gets reelected, holy
crap. They went
crap.
from Beetlejuice to him. And
he looks dumb.
I don't want to say the name again in case he just pops up, but I just
Well, the funny thing is he goes out of his way to say just horrendously stupid stuff. And you can see he's thinking about it. Like in the I guess it was an interview or press conference that Matt was talking about. He literally looked like Civil War. And just so you know, Kevin, Republicans don't want Civil War. They just won't be overly upset if it happens. There's a difference.
What I meant. Yeah, we don't want it. I saw JD Pritzker. He again said that Trump putting troops in the protect the ICE agents is like Nazi stuff. It's how the Nazis did it. And they just can't get away from the stupid fucking rhetoric that got a person killed.
Well, and that guy literally thinks he can be president.
That guy couldn't fit in the White House.
Yeah, he could. He just had to pull the tub out of
a forklift.
What was it? Taft?
Yeah.
Because Taft, the morbidly obese, he had to pull. Yeah. Hey, go down to Taft's museum, and it's actually his tub is in the Hoover Museum in Iowa. Go ahead and pull that tub out. We're going to need it in the White House.
Yeah,
sir, that's a That's a small swimming pool. No, it's a bathtub. It's a bathtub. My bars of soap are also huge because of surface area, square footage, and such.
Well, my loser of the week
Oh, I disappeared.
This is modern day America, damn it. Just put it in a car wash.
Mine is California governor candidate Katie Porter. This lady is a lunatic, left-wing nut job that pretty much when like a reporter asks her like a couple questions and want to do follow-up questions, I think is CBS 7 in LA or something like that. She's like, no, I'm not doing these questions. I don't want to do this anymore. You keep asking me follow-up questions. You don't just ask me one question and move on to the next subject. Why do you keep asking me follow-up questions? She's like, I'm an investigative reporter and every other candidate has asked this. So then she starts being like a total bitch to this reporter. So that was one thing. There's another clip of her like doing a whole live interview thing, and she's doing like a webcam. Like,
she's like, "Get out of my shot!"
Yeah, that. Get the fuck out of my shot! Like, Jesus,
nobody wants to see your blue hair.
That was one of her staff members or something. I'm like, I guess
it's not blue; it's Arctic.
Everybody who's worked for her pretty much hates her. So yeah.
So she's a
kind of like Jasmine Crockett.
Now, she doesn't need any Trump. She doesn't need any Republican voters. She said.
No,
I mean,
that's the one.
She's running in California.
Well, I mean, but California is like what do you call it when you have multiple people, then you whittle it down.
I would almost think that if I don't know anymore because they had such an exodus, but really the only red parts of California are the urban centers.
Yeah. I mean,
that's why I think state should be run by electoral like the federal.
Yeah.
Because major urban cities shouldn't determine who's your governor.
Yeah, it shouldn't just go off popular vote.
No, it's like, figure out a certain amount of state electoral votes per population center. Like California has a shit ton of electoral votes because they had a lot of people. And then break it up to because I guarantee you, because what do you look at it and it's like over 50% of the state's technically red.
Yeah.
Landmass wise.
Yep.
So over 50% of the state is completely disenfranchised because they don't give a shit. They just go to the population centers, which is why we will hopefully never go to the popular vote.
I can't see how we would. I just don't think it would ever pass. I just don't think because I think you would have to do an amendment to change it, right?
Yeah, you
don't
think you can just arbitrarily
do it, right?
I think we never got past 10.
No, it's
in
not
our
in the
Freedom
it's
series.
It's not in the Bill of Rights or the amendments. I think it's actually written in the
Constitution.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Everyone in this room is now dumber.
All right, Josh. Let's go to your winner.
Go to Matt first.
Okay, Matt, let's go to your winner.
Well, he is also in Chicago, Illinois. It is I think he's the superintendent of the police department. He was speaking today, and he basically called the mayor a fucking moron, and said, yeah, if you're going to block ICE agents or any kind of law enforcement in, you should die. You are trying to surround them, and they think you're going to try to kill them.
Yeah, it's an
and
act
if
of
you ram
violence.
them with the vehicle, that is with a deadly vehicle. So they should, and they are okay to try to kill you because you were trying to kill them, basically. And he called his mayor an idiot.
Sounds like the sheriff
I can't
in
believe he
Florida.
didn't have him last time.
He was just like, he was just basically saying, how do you think surrounding law enforcement is okay? How do you think following them around is okay? This is stupidity.
It is stupid.
So he's my winner because I thought that was awesome.
My winner are the families that, with an asterisk, will be getting either their loved ones back or the remains of their loved ones back by Tuesday. With an asterisk.
Yes.
Because we'll see. I think I don't know if you had that in your happenings, but if you do, we'll talk about it then.
Well, I think it coincides with mine.
What's your winner?
Trump and Israel's and
oh yeah, it's literally right in front of me. I could have read that.
Yeah, the peace deal that
Glad I started.
hopefully will go through. Both parties have signed off, Palestine
Mhm.
and Gaza and Israel, Palestinians and Israel, I guess Hamas. I don't know. I can't see Hamas trying to give up power. They're giving up power. Where I think if anything's going to change, they're going to get. I bet you they give back some of the. I would almost guarantee you they will give back some of the hostages. I guarantee for some reason they will not give back all of them, and somehow people will blame the Jews for.
I think
Israel
at
going
this
back
point,
to
though,
war.
I think I could be wrong. I don't know what was said, but I mean, publicly, it kind of sounds like because they're like, "Oh, we're looking it over," and it kind of seemed like Trump was like, "Look, this is what you're going to sign, or I'm just going to say screw it and step away from the table and let Israel do whatever the hell they want."
Yeah,
Because people can talk shit about Trump or whatever all they want, but he's been restraining Netanyahu from doing whatever. He'll do stuff, but like. And that's why everyone's like, "Oh, Trump's Israel's puppet." I'm like, uh,
do you
Trump
not
has
remember he
been
told them
more
that they don't know what the
disrespectful.
fuck they're doing?
Yeah, Trump has been more disrespectful to Netanyahu and the Israeli government than any other president
Yeah,
ever.
Ever.
He's just like, take the win. What the hell? Stop being so emotional, you Nancy.
stop listening to Tucker Carlson
It wasn't an exact quote, but
and Candace Owens.
Negative Nancy.
But that's why I think that's kind of what he put it down. Like, no, this is over. You're either going to do it or bye. I think he's tight. I think that's kind of what he does. He tries to work for peace, works with both sides, and when it falls apart, he's just like, you know what? Just get it over with. Just do
Well,
it.
that's what he
I
did
don't
with
care.
Syria. He's like, no, we try to do stuff with Syria, try to get them stabilized, and all of a sudden they're like, they just kept doing shit. He's like, well, fuck it, it's up to you now. I'm done.
Yep.
Now
And
they're
he
a
holds
shithole.
to it, so that gets people to, oh well,
Yeah, I mean,
maybe we should stop.
we can only do so much. People are going to be assholes. I mean, it's just a thing. You can try to convince somebody, but we're the U.S. Yes, do we have authority in the world? Obviously, we're the most powerful nation in the world, but we have restraint. It's not like, hey, do it or we'll blow the shit out of you, because we won't, for the most part, unless you fuck
Yeah.
with our people, which I was for fucking obliterating Hamas from the beginning, because they did take American citizens captive, and I felt that was a total justified reason for our people to go in there and fucking do something about it, get our hostages back.
Yep.
So I think they might have dodged a bullet by, I don't know. Israel wasn't restraining that much. So I don't know. But there's a peace deal, and hopefully it actually goes through, and both sides can actually have some peace for at least a little bit. More than 2 weeks. Because civilians are dying, and it does kind of suck.
Yeah.
So
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I mean, just saying.
Yep. So let's go to the happenings of the week.
Not going to do Trump truth, huh? Don't have one?
I don't have. Oh, hold on. I can find one real quick. So you guys mingle about and talk about what you want. Now, actually, let's keep talking about the Israel peace deal. Do you think it's actually going to last, either of you? Let's go with Matt first.
No.
Josh?
Thanks
for that elaborate fucking answer here.
Problem. You asked a simple question. I'm giving a simple answer.
I was assuming there's going to be follow-up with that.
I'm not sure.
Oh,
I
no.
mean, I doubt it. There'll be something that breaks it, and that's what generally seems to happen. And people can say what they want about Israel, but generally when things get broken, it's not on their side, unless you're a huge conspiracy theorist and you think, no, they caused that to happen.
What the fuck?
But I don't know. I just can't. It depends. There's a lot of different countries that are backing this, so we'll see.
Yeah,
That's why they have the Peace Council.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I would say that Israel took the October 7th attack and used that as an excuse to go after everybody. But, I mean, whatever. I'm kind of sounds bad. I'm kind of indifferent to the whole thing because it's not America. But like, I get like if people are trying to kill you, you want to eliminate the threat. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I try not to delve into the minutia of all the shit. It's like people like nowadays, and we'll get into it a little bit in the happenings. I don't know if Kevin's got it or not, but it seems like you're on one team or the other, and it doesn't matter. You can't just that's happening. Yeah, let's
Can't be in the
whatever.
middle. Yeah.
Because it's either you're pro. It seems like nowadays you're either pro Hamas or pro Palestine. There is no third category.
I'm pro
Can't just be
America.
pro Palestine.
Pro America.
Pro America. Got my emotional support beer. America.
Okay, I have my Trump truth.
Why were they tingling? Because Kevin was doing something inappropriate below the desk, or because of something we said?
I'm always doing something inappropriate below the desk. Don't you?
He
worry
generally
about
doesn't wear pants. So.
Well, they're at my ankles. That way,
Did you find your quotes?
I do pull them up.
Please become a guest on our show. Please join us. We don't do anything weird.
Did you find your Trump truth?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
What I say is what I say.
My Trump truth. I am very proud to announce that Israel and Hamas have both signed off on the first phase of our peace plan. This means that all the hostages will be released very soon, and Israel will withdraw their troops to an agreed upon line as the first steps toward a strong, durable, and everlasting peace. All parties will be treated fairly. This is a great day for the Arab and Muslim world, Israel, all surrounding nations, and the United States of America. And we thank the mediators from Qatar, Egypt, and Turkey who worked with us to make the historic and unprecedented event happen. Blessed are the peacemakers. Donald J. Trump, President of the United States.
What I say is what I say.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Conspiracy is one of my favorite words. I just feel like they've gotten a little lazy.
Yep.
Lately, and not very creative.
Yeah, I mean,
Agreed.
do a good conspiracy. I want to hear something about aliens, Bigfoot, space lasers.
If you have 5 hours out of your
Tungsten
life,
rods, falling from space. All these things,
The Aztecs and the
CIA
Egyptians
black sites.
are the same.
It just seems like everything has to go back to
you
the
know what?
Jews,
Fuck
it's
you,
really
Matt.
aliens and pyramids, yeah, all this stuff.
You know what I mean.
Pyramids are a giant generating station.
You still can't tell me it's not weird. It's not like, hey, let's go over to South America that we don't know exists and teach them how to build similar structures also aligned to the stars around when you stretch it out over human history, pretty freaking close in time.
And on the same longitude line.
Yeah, Matt. Yeah, they got on their Egyptian Nile canoes and they paddled over to South America. You're a real jerk, man. You and your facts and your dates.
I know. I do what I can.
Latitude or longitude?
That is what this show is. Okay? That is what this show is.
What's up?
It's third grade.
Yeah.
With the twist.
Yeah. Pancake class, third grade.
I wasn't in pancake class. I didn't take that class till fourth grade.
I'm making waffles.
Yeah.
Now we can
with our sponsor.
We can run into Happy's Week, brought to you by Elevate Your Cook with Yummy Tummy Barbecue Sauces. Founded in Amarillo, Texas by Quad City Iowans, we craft every bottle with whole ingredients like ripe peaches and zesty jalapenos. Our pride, simple, easy-to-read ingredients delivering bold, smoky, and tangy flavor. Visit YummyTummyBBQ.com and pick the sauce and or sauces that's best for you and taste the honest Yummy Tummy difference. Use promo code LOSTCOMMON for 10% off your first order.
What's happening?
What's happening? What's happening?
What's happening?
What's happening? What is happening?
What's happening?
What is happening? One thing I want to go over was they caught the guy who set the fire at the Palisade fires.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I guess before he did that, he texted somebody, say he burned his Bible and, made him feel good. Then he did a whole AI art piece of the Palisades on fire and people running, and a giant gate with a money sign and rich people behind it or something. So it was pretty clear that he did. He is pretty mentally deranged, but
Yeah.
so that was good. But I liked all the people that said it was because of global warming, and it was just because one crazy fucking leftist did
He's
it.
an idiot. Yeah. Just it's not global warming, just an idiot.
Yeah, just some idiot did it. You know, he did it on purpose. You know, he set fires. I think it was like 60-mile-an-hour winds when it was happening too. So, I mean, it was going to catch fast. And what I also wanted to ask Mike Gatto about was, why is it taking so long for people to be able to rebuild their houses?
Yeah, I don't really know that.
I'm
Tariffs.
Sure yeah, tariffs. I think it's because of, regulations, all that shit, and getting through the red tape. And I don't know, 10 months to not even. I mean, there's some places that haven't even put down a board, and people are like, "What the fuck, yo?"
Yeah, you can't do anything.
So, Josh is what?
Well, and it's weird. It's different, like county to county there, or city to city. And California, it's just nuts with everything as far as like taxes and stuff goes. I kind of wanted to talk to him about that.
Yeah,
freaking taxes change, and it doesn't matter. It depends where you live. And
what are you talking about?
First, we're talking about the guy that got caught first setting the fires in California, in the Palisades.
Did you play that last comment? Show that.
I didn't even see it.
About the pyramids?
Nope. Pyramids and the whole plateau were a giant chemistry set.
Yeah, but what about the South American ones?
Yeah.
That was a giant battery.
So what are your thoughts on the guy?
I didn't know that somebody set that. I never really knew where it came from. I know there was a lot of speculation. And the weird thing is apparently it was from like they controlled the fire that he set, but the fire got underground burning roots. And those Santa Ana winds came in and, like, I guess stoked it up enough to where it relit above ground.
Yep.
The guy was a psychopath. The fucked up thing is it seems like he can only get 5 to 20 years because he's getting charged with arson. Why is he not getting charged with murder and $500 billion in property damage?
Yeah,
his last name is Rennerneck?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep. That's exactly
I have to.
I don't think he's related to the Rennerneck we know.
Here's what I know. There's a lot of messed up stuff that has been coming from Uber drivers.
Was he an Uber driver?
Yes. Just like the serial killer Uber driver guy.
That'd be a good
on Dexter
way to.
No, this is a real person. He would drive people around and he would murder some people.
I've seen that on Criminal Minds.
No, this is like on Discovery ID. It's an actual person.
I mean,
he would drive people around, act all normal. Then he would go murder someone and then be like, well, I need to make money. So he go pick up another fare.
Would he steal their phone and give himself 5 stars so no one would notice?
Probably. 5 stars, the occasional 4.
This guy is so trustworthy in the comments.
I'm not even 100% sure he killed his fares. Like, he would murder people and then go out and drive Uber. It was weird. And there was one time where he did a fare, killed somebody, and then went and picked up another person.
Wait a minute. So he wouldn't kill the people he pick up.
No, I just think he just killed people.
But not the people he picked up. Like, you're safe as long as you get a ride from me. Otherwise, you're on my list.
If you cancel your ride, you are dead. I'm gonna cancel you.
Fucked.
I'm gonna cancel you from this world.
But I don't know. Maybe Uber driving attracts the,
criminally
insane. I don't know.
I drove Uber for a little bit.
Jason Dalton. That's the guy I'm thinking of.
Oh, I did not know that.
Roadhouse?
Roadhouse.
Dalton?
I don't think it's that Dalton.
Not that Dalton. Maybe his son from the second one. That was a bad movie.
Oh, I couldn't make it through it.
The reboot was fun. The second
one was
with his son was stupid.
Yeah, that's bad. There was also a dude with 200 explosives and a leftist manifesto arrested outside Supreme Court event at a church.
I heard.
So you're saying he was MAGA?
Yeah, probably. I mean, he's a groiper somehow.
Have you noticed this uptick in attacks on religious institutions
Yeah.
by both now? I don't know if the one guy would be considered an outlier that went against the Mormons. I guess he just hated the Mormon church, so that might have just been
His girlfriend broke up with him.
Yeah, but this person actually wrote his manifesto. He hated the Supreme Court because of the Roe versus Wade overturning. He hated Christians and he hated ICE. So
Yeah,
that was all in his manifesto. So it wasn't just Christians. It was, everybody the left hates.
and
he only liked warm drinks.
He hated Ice Cube because of
Yeah,
Triple X.
That's a real story.
He
He's
hated
the one that set Ice Cube's fucking bus on fire.
He went over there. This is for Triple X too.
I thought that was crazy. That, they found, it's just, what the fuck? How he got close too. He was right next to the church. He set up a tent right next to the church, and like a cop was like, "Hey, you can't be there." Let's see here.
What?
Think how old of a saying to plant your roots referring to your home.
When monkeys first started, I don't know, they are fishing. That's a thing. They're using tools to fish.
Yes.
That kind of alludes to monkeys made humans, or the Egyptians made humans in chemistry. Well, maybe that's where all the weird gods came from. Maybe they're doing a lot of grafting.
Yeah.
Fun fact, back in the Old West, when people died in the winter, they were buried in the basement or underneath the house until the frost thawed the next spring.
It was warm enough to dig a grave.
Imagine Kevin and I rented a farmhouse one time, and there's this weird sarcophagus-looking thing, and that's how we found out about that. Well, people used to bury people under their houses back in the day. Maybe they said, screw it.
Just pour some concrete over top of them. But I thought it was crazy that there's a person that actually put up a tent right next to the church. Thank God one cop was like, "Hey, there's an event. You got to move your tent." He's like, "Hey, I got explosives in here." Cop's like, "Well, you definitely have to move then." And he's like, I guess he is like, "No, I'm going to kill a bunch of people." And the cop arrested him. Like, he just said everything out loud. Like, "Hey, I'm going to do this."
Yes. Oh, by the way, I do want to do a conspiracy theory episode. So a good conspiracy theory topic, go ahead and comment below and we'll look into it. If you think it's dumb, we won't. Something interesting.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get Kevin to look into the 9/11 stuff, but he won't do it.
It's because it's a 4-hour long video. And
it's 5 hours, Kevin, and it's riveting.
Just not going to do it. Let's cut it down to 2 hours and maybe.
Just find
I didn't make the video.
And go for
it. You can cut it. You're a good editor. You can just hit the strong points. I don't need all the backstory and bullshit. Just get to the point.
I can't. It's too much information.
What about the moon?
We already did the moon, Matt.
Did we?
You didn't watch that episode. We did a whole episode on the moon and how it's hollow and it's an alien ship.
I definitely was not here for that.
It was a great episode.
It was a great episode. I loved our moon. I think I still have my sheet of moon facts.
Moon and Ghost. My personal favorite one was Flat Earth. Because I got Kevin real mad.
It's fucking stupid.
I play the devil's advocate a little too well.
You do. You do. What else did we have this week? God damn it, I just had something too.
Did you see the Charlie Kirk text that was leaked?
Yeah. But somehow there's still conspiracy that the Jews had did it, but
what happened?
Assad.
Yeah, this was the text message that basically I guess a Jewish donor or whatever said that they decided that they weren't going to, they pulled back $2 million from Charlie Kirk. So because of that, Charlie Kirk was saying in a private text message that he may stop supporting Israel. And I think, and that's what I was kind of talking about earlier, how people are like, well, you either support Israel or you support Palestine. I think knowing him, I don't know him, but like listening to him and how he talks, I think probably what he's going to do, he's going to stop speaking out about the war. It's not like he was going to become anti-Israel.
Yeah.
So that just, see, that's that kernel of truth in Candace Owens' demented rants. It's like, I had a dream and Charlie came to me and he wanted me to say this. Like, that's actually kind of a real thing. But any great bullshit, I would say gaslighting, but like the stuff that Candace, if you can find one kernel of truth and then you grow off of that. So it's like, oh, he was going to stop supporting Israel, so Israel had him murdered.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Because that's a big deal.
But it came out, and like that's what even Matt Walsh was talking about, because he doesn't really care about anything. If it doesn't have to do with America, he doesn't give a shit.
Right.
Yeah. Basically.
Well, it's not like he murdered people. They died, so he buried them under the house.
Yeah. Could they have been slaves or something? Probably. I don't know.
We'll have to look into this. I'm not sure what that is.
FTX was a trading company, dealt with cryptocurrency.
Yeah. That's a conspiracy theory or just a crime?
By Sam Bankman-Fried.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was the head of it.
Well,
so it'd be something to look into, and we can talk about it.
Well, crypto's a big thing. Maybe we get my buddy Mason on. He knows about it.
That's a good idea.
He tries to explain stuff to me. I'm like, dude, just talk to the wall. It'll understand you more.
Yeah, I don't understand things.
Tell me what to buy, okay?
Let's get to the long short of it. What should I be buying?
Oh, toucan coin. Oh, yeah, it's pretty fruity, but I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
I like Fruit Loops.
Yes. You fucking freak.
Oh, Toucan Sam. That's what they
Matt's
call him.
favorite politician.
Toucan Sam Bankman-Fried.
Matt's favorite politician came out and said that if Kamala would have utilized her more in the urban areas, she would have won.
Oh, yeah. No, well, she also said it was the closest election in the...
Or you would have lost faster.
She's like, I'm from East Texas. I know rurals. Okay.
Is she from Missouri?
Who?
Who
do you think I'm talking about?
I think you're talking about Crockett.
Yeah, she's from Texas.
No.
Oh, I thought she was from Missouri and then went to...
She's from Missouri, and she moved to Texas.
Oh, so well, she's from Missouri. Then maybe she does know something about rural.
I don't think
I don't think she's from East St. Louis.
She was a white collar kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was. She had a very prominent upbringing and stuff like that. So
in East Texas.
Did you see Kamala Harris said that it was the closest election in the 21st century?
Yeah.
She barely lost. Even though she lost every swing state and the popular vote. And she forgot that the old George Bush Gore election was also, that was 2000, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had her do
technically the 21st century.
Recount.
Huh.
Yeah, I saw her book the other day.
Either, because I don't want any other people get her.
Yeah, I don't want to even. I appreciate your tip. We're not sharing it. You should. If you're watching, you can check it in the chat.
Make sure you're checking on YouTube for the chat. Maybe you'll get a little free advice.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a, well, the weird thing is like, it's a close election, but like, not only did she lose all the swing states, she lost the popular vote. Losing the popular vote to a Republican, even though it means nothing, makes it a blowout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In historical
you should have
fashion.
all the major, city areas. You should.
Yeah.
And to not win with all the major metropolitan areas is crazy. Not to win the popular vote.
Well, here's another thing.
Didn't help her.
I doubt you brought it up. What do you think about all these people? Is this what you voted for, or this bullshit? Like, because Joe Rogan kind of did it. What the hell's that dude's name?
Theo Von did it.
Yeah.
Theo Von.
The guy who looks like he's from a Miami Vice rerun. He's always wearing Hawaiian shirts, got slick back hair with a mustache. He's another popular podcaster.
Oh God, what's his name?
He's an idiot.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Kind of taller dude.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about.
I'm sorry, but Vaughn's an idiot.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
was it what? How did he get popular? Like he's famous for
funny.
something.
He just started talking.
No, he had to
and
do
started
something
talking.
before that.
Talked a lot about the days he used to do cocaine.
Is that what, he's just a
Still-
drug addict?
still
He started
does
a
cocaine.
podcast and now he's
Yeah.
like popular.
Well, he's friends with everybody. Yeah, he's friends with everybody that's relevant.
Because he's
And
got all the best coke.
Maybe.
Coke
I
and
don't
weed.
use it, but I got some great Colombian nose powder.
But he's actually in the news now because he went on stage. He was doing some act, and he told this person, "It's like it's been a bad month, and I'm trying not to kill myself." And he was being serious. So now he's like on suicide watch.
Jesus.
Like everybody's worried about him.
He's funny.
He's funny. He's just a fucking pothead.
He's just not like I've watched some of his stuff. It just doesn't seem. I don't know. I guess in today's culture, but I don't know.
I don't know because he's pretty witty. So,
Not a lot of
You have
depth.
to be pretty smart to be that witty.
That just shows that money doesn't buy you happiness.
Yeah.
He's got money and he still has problems.
Yep.
Probably still dealing with demons if he was a big drug addict. So
But
hopefully
getting back to the this.
Hopefully he
isn't what I
finds
vo-
help.
The getting back to this isn't.
Oh,
what I
he was
voted
on
for
Road
from.
Rules. Okay.
Road Rules.
He was in Road Rules back in the day on MTV. He was a bunch of reality shows.
Oh, that's
He
where I
did
got
that,
into-
and then he went
that's
to
where he got
stand
into
up,
drugs.
and he's doing this.
But you think you think that's a way of like just getting clicks, or I mean, because there's nothing that Trump is doing. Like everyone, is this what you voted for? Yep.
Yeah, this is exactly what I'm voting for.
They're complaining about the Home Depot shit and like,
Oh, Rogan, like, dude, he
The
said
penny?
he's going to get
Home
rid of the
Depot penny?
criminals first, but if there's a criminal at Home Depot, he's going to get them.
yeah, they're blaming the bald dude,
Oh, Stephen Miller.
Stephen Miller. Is like he
I
said
like
he has to
Stephen
get.
Miller.
I do too, because he's unapologetic and he's very
Yeah.
blunt.
And he'll call somebody an idiot. He's like, he was on CNN. They asked him something. He's like, that was a stupid question. They're like, so you're not going to answer? He goes, why do you have to answer stupid questions? It was a stupid question, but yes, I'll answer it. I can't remember what the question is. So he just blatantly answered it. And it's like, this is why it's a stupid question.
Well, what they're saying is he set a quota for the amount of deportation. So in order for ICE to meet the quota that they're going after,
The quota should be
I
all
don't
of them.
care.
The quota should be every single illegal.
Yeah, I voted for Trump to get all the illegals out of the country.
That's what
Period.
that was his whole platform. So if you didn't vote for him,
They softened it by saying they never said we're only going after criminals. They said they're going to target criminals first.
target, but they find another one, they're going to go after him.
It's like if you came here illegally, you need to go back and I don't care if you come to this country legally. I don't care, and try to assimilate. We have way too many little whatevers in this country.
Yeah.
This isn't Europe. We don't need to know 5 different languages.
God, there was another guy.
Everyone thinks Americans are ignorant. Like, oh, you only know one language? Yeah, we only need to own one. You can fit like most of Europe within the United States, where you need to know like 6 different languages.
Yeah.
It's like me going to Oklahoma and having to know a different language to speak Oklahoma. Now, if you go to Arkansas, it's
Yeah, you
kind
might
of
have
a
to learn
different
it,
language, but it's really more understanding the nuances of the English language over there. Or
And
Louisiana. South Louisiana. It can be difficult. We had a couple workers from there. It's like, huh? What? Just text it to me. I'm right here. Yeah, text it.
Yeah.
Text it. But I mean, we speak English. I mean, I really wish I would have learned Spanish, and I didn't have I would say a bad Spanish teacher who I'm going to teach proper Spanish spoken in Spain that nobody over here speaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I took intro to Spanish and they taught the Spanish. No! Proper Spanish.
Proper Spanish.
So yeah, I just don't get like this whole thing. Like, this isn't what I voted for. It's like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Got any other happenings, Kevin?
I had something. I can't remember what the fuck it was. And it was a good one.
You didn't write them down? What did it have to do with?
I can't
Murder.
remember. I just saw it. I can't remember.
James Comey pleaded not guilty.
Yeah, of course he did.
Yeah.
Because he's innocent.
Government's still shut down.
Government shut down. Yep.
You think it's going to
They're shut down, but then they talked to Pam Bondi.
It's all the Republicans' fault.
Well, it doesn't matter. Congress still gets paid.
See, if you wanted to prevent any future government shutdown, if the government shuts down, it's non-refundable loss of pay for congressmen and senators. It's like $500 a day.
Yeah.
I just never understood. The other day when they were grilling Pam Bondi, I was on TikTok and I thought it was like a replay. They were just showing something because the government was shut down. I didn't realize they could have those meetings and briefings and just.
Oh yeah, because the Congress and Senate don't shut down.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It literally doesn't affect you unless you have a government job.
Oh, yeah. I know what I wanted to talk about.
Which is the way it should be. What is it, Kevin?
Spit it out. What do you think about the 8 senators having their phones tapped?
Yeah, man. What do you think?
Bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. And somebody, I heard someone talk about it today. I think it was I can't remember who it is, but I like him because he does not care who you're talking to. He'll just say,
talk about Kennedy.
No, it's not Kennedy. Kennedy's hilarious. It's
Kennedy
the other younger one.
He's not the greatest Republican, but he is funny.
He is funny. I love hearing his quips. It's great. But no, this other guy he was talking about, it's like, yeah, you guys want to get all these privacy laws and everything, but that's kind of funny because you guys tapped my phone last year.
Oh, Josh Hawley.
Is that who it is? Okay, yeah. I can never remember his name. He's like, yeah, you guys tapped my phone. He's like, yeah, Biden never did anything except for listen to all of our stuff.
I'm just tired of the hypocrisy over everything. It's like, is there a lot of corrupt politicians? Yes, probably most of them. And Josh Hawley has taken some stances where I was like, really?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just tired of the hypocrisy. Like they're saying no King's Day and all this stuff and all this. Oh, Trump's doing this, Trump doing that. I'm like, literally, I'm sick and tired of literally everything the Democrats accuse anyone of doing. They are. The mainstream Democrats call people racist, yet they say the most racist shit.
Yeah.
It's like backhanded racism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like just
Black people can't get IDs. They don't know how.
Yeah, it's like, do you
Black
not realize
don't even know what the word computer is?
Oh yeah, poor kids are just as smart as white kids.
That was a Biden quip.
It's just, it's just getting old. It's just, and then there's so many examples, and then somehow these people still go out and try to take some kind of bullshit moral high ground. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Do you think there's going to be any prosecution for this though?
No.
I don't know if there really can be. I mean, that's kind of stuff that just people sweep under the rug and they don't do anything with.
That's a pretty big scandal.
What are they going to charge them with?
That's worse than Watergate by far.
It's a scandal, but what are they going to charge them with? Illegal tapping? If they did illegal tapping, then yeah.
They did.
That should be something. Well, that's so. Who's that under? Not
Jack
Comey,
Smith ordered it.
Well, I think Patel said he was going to go after somebody for it.
Jack Smith. Then Comey.
It's no different than Herbert Hoover. That dude had a file on everybody.
He filed yeah. He tapped everybody,
including dudes.
Yeah. Just as soon as it left my mouth, I was like, "Oh,
sure did."
Damn it!
With or without the dress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
right.
Walked into
I
that
don't
one.
know. You guys got anything else for happenings?
I think that's all I got.
All
Matt,
right,
you got anything?
Not really.
Time for Matt's movie
Jack
review.
Carr got a new book.
Pat's movie review of the week.
We give him the title. He watches the movie. You get the opinion you never asked for. This is Matt's weekly movie review. I like movies.
This week's movie review of the week is The Smashing Machine. It's starring The Rock and Emily Blunt. It was directed by Ben Safdie, who directed Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler. He directed Goldman and Silverman. He actually acted in Happy Gilmore 2. He was the bad guy in the movie, I guess you could call him. And he was in Oppenheimer, and he was great. I didn't really know he was a director until now. But when I first saw the trailer for this movie and saw The Rock as Mark Kerr, I couldn't even believe it was him at first. For one, he had so many prosthetics, it didn't even look like him. It looked like Mark Kerr. I was like, this is weird. And then how jacked he got. I mean, The Rock's huge to begin with, and this movie he had to gain 30 pounds of muscle and very specific places, I guess, in his shoulders and chest, to look like Mark Kerr, because Mark Kerr was fucking huge in the late 90s and early 2000s. So that was really cool, and he took this very seriously. He took this job so seriously, and sorry, took the job so seriously, and he actually did a wonderful job. He did great. Back in the day, I was a huge UFC fan and really liked watching Kerr smash people. That's what they call them, the smashing machine. Emily Blunt was his girlfriend in this, his psycho girlfriend, and she was great as always. The movie did bomb in the box office. After seeing it, I can kind of see why. Even with the growth and popularity of the UFC since Kerr's day in the late 90s and early 2000s, a lot of people are still a little bit iffy on the sport and everything. But also this movie, the performances well outdid the story and the plot, mainly because it didn't seem like it knew what the plot was or the story was. It kept going around in things. It dealt very heavily with his addiction to opioids and painkillers. It dealt with his toxic relationship to his girlfriend, played by Emily Blunt. And it just dealt with his relationship with his fellow fighter, Mark Coleman, who was played by Ryan Bader, who's an actual fighter. And he actually did really good. I've never seen him act before, but this movie, he did really good. But again, the movie couldn't really decide and stick with what the story was or what it wanted to tell. The Rock, again, was great. Deserves all the recognition that he's going to get for this role. Put in a lot of work for it. The movie as a whole was pretty good. It was still pretty good. I liked it as a fight fan. The fight scenes were great. The acting was awesome. It's a movie that you can definitely wait until it goes on streaming. And the way the box office has been, you probably won't have to wait that long. But it was still pretty good. I would give it a 7.3. But again, the performances definitely outweighed the story and the plot. But yeah, I thought it was okay. That's my movie review of the week.
I like movies.
Did you put Wreck-It Ralph in there? Was that who it was?
What? It was a Mexican Wreck-It Ralph, yes.
Yeah,
when I saw the title, that's all I could. I'm gonna smash it. I heard
there-
that The Rock was losing. He's kind of like reached his pinnacle.
Well, I don't know about that. I didn't see a lot about the movie. I didn't see a lot of advertisement for it.
He hasn't come out with a lot of movies I haven't liked though. Like there are people like the guy. It was the Critical Drinker who doesn't literally like anything unless he produces it. Like it's very rare that you see a movie come out that guy actually likes. But he was talking shit about Black Adam, which I didn't think that was that bad of a movie.
I didn't think that was that bad. I mean, it wasn't great.
Wasn't horrible, but
I tell you what really screwed over that is the new Superman.
Yeah.
Because it just totally destroyed that whole universe.
No, The Rock destroyed that whole universe because he tried. What happened with The Rock in DC is he tried strong-arming that whole company, and they didn't even agree to anything. The Rock was just like, hey, I'm going to make this my universe, and I'm going to bring back Cavill. They didn't really okay that. And then the day that they said, hey, he's coming back is the day that James Gunn was hired. And James Gunn was like, I've never talked to Henry, and I'm actually going in a totally different direction. So they kind of screwed over Henry Cavill on that too. It's
Who was a
mainly The
good
Rock's fault.
Superman.
See, The Rock isn't a good actor. He's a horrible person.
He
single-handedly
was
killed.
very serious.
I think Cavill was, or whatever his name is, was the best Superman.
Did you see that
He
Oprah's,
was- yeah.
Oprah's in trouble with people because she bought up a bunch of land in Hawaii after it burnt down?
Yeah.
Who is?
Oprah.
Well, she's part of that probably Blue City thing.
Yeah, that whole. She probably painted her roof blue.
Just saying, that might be a conspiracy theory to look into.
Ooh,
Space lasers and blue tarps.
Yeah. Why? For some reason, the lasers can't penetrate the color blue.
Matt, you seem kind of nervous when you do your movie reviews. Is it because I'm
This
fucking
one
with
I
you?
was a little bit, but
Is it because of Wreck-It Ralph? Am I
I
throwing you
didn't
off?
even notice it. As soon as I heard Kevin laugh, I took my headset off.
Well, I'm looking all over this movie poster for something different. I'm like, there's nothing.
Well, I
different
figured
about
you
this
did
movie.
something to it.
You didn't see it?
I heard him laugh. No, I didn't. No, I wasn't looking at it. I was looking at my
It's right here.
my notes.
That's what it was. Right there.
It was for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, I switched it back. I thought you saw it.
Nope. Wasn't even looking at it.
Oh.
I had you guys on like half the screen in my notes.
Don't you take away from my immaturity by not.
Wasn't even looking at it. Then I heard Kevin laugh, and I was like, "Oh, I'm assuming
Yeah, it was a movie.
that review was a movie."
It had its ups and downs. It had its twists and turns.
Yeah. Why
It
were
was
you
an
nervous
action
about
thrill
it?
wide.
You seem nervous. It
No,
seemed
I
like-
wasn't nervous. I just stopped breathing.
Oh,
I
we
kept
will learn
talking,
about
but I
lasers
wasn't
or
really breathing. So I was like, "Oh." Blah, blah, blah.
And next week you're doing what was that movie?
One fight after another or whatever.
One battle after another, which is supposed to be a total leftist. Basically, it starts off with a bunch of people trying to free immigrants from an ICE place. Then it tries to
it's
paint.
an
Then it tries to paint
anti-government.
as Republicans as a bunch of racist like cabal.
So it's like 2 hours of the nightly news or what?
Yeah, basically, if you can just watch the news and basically get the same thing, only without Leonardo DiCaprio.
Where'd you hear? I just want to know where did you get that review from?
I've heard from plenty of people.
Plenty of people. Okay.
Yeah, there's been a couple
I
people.
kind of wanted to see it a couple.
Like a
weeks-
couple, like actual, like people, like there's a couple podcasters, like I'll talk, a couple TikTok people are like, no, it's got this movie review, like on TikTok. They're like, oh, we went to this movie because it had 98% like Rotten Tomato score, and like they're like, we walked out. There's like I've seen like 10 like TikToks who's like, this is leftist crap. This is this big old propaganda fucking movie. So I just want to see if it's true or not, because I don't know and I don't trust everybody I hear. So I do trust you on your movie reviews, Matt. So I want to know if it's an actual.
The thing is, you gave it a 7.3, but you said the movie wasn't very good.
What's that?
You said you kind of seemed like you said the movie wasn't that
I
good.
said the movie was good. I said it was good. It just didn't.
It didn't have it.
know where it wanted to go. It kept jumping around. He's an addict, and then he's like, "Oh, this crazy bitch is going to shoot herself," and is screwing with his career, and it's just kind of hopped around, and it didn't stick with the story the whole time.
Very convoluted.
But because of the performances of the movie, I mean, I liked it. I was entertained.
Yeah, you said the acting was good.
The acting was great, and it only had a couple actual actors that you would know, The Rock and Emily Blunt. Everybody else, Ryan Bader, I was actually a fan of his. He was a fighter for years, and then he was in this as Mark Coleman, who was another big-time fighter back then, and he was buddies with Mark Kerr, and that was interesting, and he actually did a really good job too, and I've never seen him act before, so he did good. And then the real Mark Kerr is in it for a little bit. So that was kind of interesting to see.
Yeah. Well, you haven't, I will say this, the movie reviews that you've done, that you said, other than I feel like you didn't truly appreciate Ernest Goes to Camp, but
It was Ernest Goes to Camp, the Clowns from Outer Space,
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Come on.
and Happy Gilmore.
Normally, though, when you now see, I will not watch Happy Gilmore 2 because of your review.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the ones that you said that were decent, like I wasn't going to watch Superman, but then you said, it's worth a watch. And it is, like, it's entertaining, but I think James Gunn totally destroyed that. He has his niche. Superman's not it. Like, it was, I mean, I didn't hate it.
Better. I think he's doing great things with Peacemaker.
Yeah,
the
Peacemaker's
show.
awesome.
Yeah, Peacemaker is awesome, and he's written and directed most of those episodes. That's good. And he's kind of tied it in. The second season ties in with Superman a bit.
I think he's better when he doesn't get tied down by a rating system.
I think so too. And he does. It was interesting because in Superman, there's a scene that reminded me exactly of Guardians of the Galaxy.
I know what scene you're talking about.
Yeah, they put her in the bubble, and then he's doing all the fighting outside. Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome. And Guardians 1 and 2 are two of my favorite Marvel
Guardians
movies.
3 is good. It's just super
Man,
dark.
I loved Guardians 3.
It's so dark.
It's a very,
Yeah.
it's an emotional ride, man.
There's a lot of gross shit in that movie too.
Yeah.
Like
Raccoon on what was she?
Raccoon. Are you talking about the otter?
The otter,
the rabbit?
Otter and Raccoon.
Otter, the
rabbit?
rabbit, the walrus.
Yeah.
It was like a even more messed up version of the original Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
the second one. Alice through the looking glass.
Yeah. That one was weird.
fucked up. That was a weird one.
That was weird.
I did not like Johnny Depp.
No, I'll see this. I'll see this other one.
Do we have any more guests lined up?
No.
No.
Flakes. That's what we have lined up.
Bunch
Flakes.
of flakes who don't respond to our emails. But yeah. But so
What were you gonna say, man?
I said no. I will watch this. The new Leonardo DiCaprio movie. I was going to watch it a couple weeks ago. I'm also seeing Tron Ares on I think Saturday. I'll see 2 movies this weekend.
I'm interested to see what
Jared Leto is. He can. I don't know.
He ruins a lot of movies.
I don't like Jared Leto, so it'll be interesting.
I like him in Lord of War.
What kind of the kind of actor he is, I can't stand.
He's a
method actor.
Method.
Yeah. Can't stand him.
He calls himself a method actor.
I think he's just a dick.
He's just a dude. He's a dumbass.
I think method actors is a sign of weak acting skills because they can't get out of the role.
Daniel Day-Lewis?
I don't care. If you're a method actor, you're a weak actor. If you can't get in and out of your part and you have to stay in it the entire filming, then you're not a good actor.
It's definitely different. It's definitely different, and it takes a certain person. I think with Daniel Day-Lewis and Christian Bale, I think once people started noticing that they were method, and there's a couple others, but once that word became a buzzword, people were using it and going on. What?
Are you saying that Chris Bale, for a decent amount of time, was going around beating the shit out of criminals and talking all like,
yeah,
you want some candy? I got a van behind the building.
Did you not hear what he did to the person in Terminator?
Yeah.
The lighting guy for getting in a shot?
No. Did he terminate him?
On him?
What?
Yeah.
He went off.
Yelled at him.
It's in recording. You just look it up. Christian Bale, Terminator, lighting guy.
I heard Russell Crowe was a dick on set too.
Oh, Russell Crowe's
just a dick.
Yeah.
He was beating people up with phones.
Yeah.
Then he got fat.
He did that. Yeah, he did.
You know what kind of annoys me? So I don't necessarily mind Thor Love and Thunder. But they said that Thor would return, and I don't think he's going to. Because Disney has totally destroyed.
Endgame will be whatever, not Endgame.
He's going to be in Doomsday.
Doomsday.
No, I thought they were going to come out with another Thor movie with the original. I did not like Thor 2. The funny thing is,
No.
my favorite Thor movie is Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
Oh,
is
that's
awesome.
everybody's favorite Thor movie.
That's actually one of my more favorite Marvel movies, and it's the same
Yeah.
director in Love and Thunder, except for he leaned a little too heavy into
Oh yeah.
the comedy, and those goats just annoy the shit out of me.
Well, I think that Thor, and what's her name, Natalie Portman, just they don't have very good chemistry.
No, I'm kind of glad she's in Valhalla.
Yeah,
they'll find a way to bring her
I
back.
just didn't think that it just didn't make sense. I don't know. I just didn't.
It was
like her
weird
for that movie or.
Yeah, when Thor's talking about Loki and he says you're just the worst, he's really talking about Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
You're just
Josh,
the
do you have any
worst.
idea what you're doing next week?
Yeah, I think we are going to do the episode on why everyone in government's a joke.
Okay.
And kind of dive into that a little bit more. Because I mean, comment below if you agree or disagree, but I just think everyone in any political office from local all the way up, it doesn't even matter if it's a school board. It's just people don't, it's like people don't understand what their roles are anymore. And they're a joke.
Yeah.
And it annoys me, and I want to talk about it.
That's fine. I like that. I like that subject. Just let everybody know I will not be here on the 30th.
Because he's
going trick or treating?
Nope. I'm fishing for Clown College.
That's what Kevin does. Look at that. Even had the koozie.
So, well, unless you guys have anything else.
I don't have anything. You got anything, Matt?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, I'm Kevin.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Matt.
And this was the lost art of Common Sense.
Common Sense!
Common Sense! Keep that vinyl spinning.
And remember, don't be boring, be a pirate.
And keep on keeping on.